With the LEDs on the back, the perfectly even bezels on the front, and its minimalist UI, the Nothing Phone 2's design clearly stands out from the competition. But today, we're gonna see if it can actually perform, where it's going head-to-head against what I think is its biggest competitor in the iPhone 14 Plus, a phone that costs $200 more than the Nothing Phone 2 model that we're testing, with it being powered by the same A15 Bionic chip found in the iPhone 13, although the 14 does at least have 50% more RAM at 6GB compared to just 4. Of course, the Nothing Phone 2 doubles that with 12GB of RAM, and while it's also technically using a last-gen chip in the Snapdragon 8 Plus, the 8 Plus is nearly a year newer than the A15, and it brought almost a generational leap over the regular Snapdragon 8 from last year. Will that be enough for it to beat the iPhone, or is the Nothing Phone all show and no go? Let's find out. Alright, we'll kick things off by starting the stopwatches on each phone and then jumping into the first row, where the Nothing Phone gets to step over the iPhone and Facebook, something we've seen Android phones do before, but it also loads Starbucks faster, and it's faster once again in Word. So a pretty good start for the Nothing Phone right out the gate, but it looks like the iPhone is able to recover a bit in Excel. We've made the camera test a bit more intensive here, with us not only flipping the camera, but also recording a short video clip on each and then waiting for it to write to storage, where the iPhone was a hair faster, allowing it to fully make the comeback as we move on to Snapseed, where this time we're editing a much higher resolution photo. And from the looks of it, the Nothing Phone was able to both import it and apply the filters quicker, while also exporting the photo itself significantly faster, giving it a huge lead as it moves on to the video exporting task, a task where historically the iPhone has typically made its comeback. But I don't know if that's gonna happen here. The Snapdragon 8 Plus is just ripping through the export, and while the iPhone does seem to be rendering the video at a slightly faster rate, it's only enough to cut down on the Nothing Phone's lead, but not completely erase it. However, the iPhone is at least able to load Google Trends at a faster rate, which gives it a real shot at making another comeback here in the gaming row. This is an area where the iPhone almost always seems to have the edge, whether it's due to processing power or just to developer optimization, but at least through the first two games, it actually seems like the Nothing Phone loaded them a little bit faster. So the iPhone has its work cut out for it. It pretty much has to load these next two games at a faster rate, or else it can kiss his chance of winning goodbye. And the good news for the iPhone is it is able to load Fit the Fat at a faster rate, allowing it to join the Nothing Phone as they each work on forward assault, where once again, the iPhone seems to be progressing through the task a little bit faster. And with the Nothing Phone taking a beat to load up Spotify, the iPhone just might be able to make a last-second comeback, where it's faster through Spotify and through ESPN. We'll see if the Nothing Phone can recover here in Disney Plus, where it does seem to load the app faster, and then just blazes through Amazon, allowing it to finish the first lap first with a time of 2 minutes and 1 second, with the iPhone coming in 4 seconds later with a time of 2 minutes and 5. Now, given what we've seen with similarly spec'd phones in the past, I fully expect both of these phones to keep all of the apps open and ready to go in the background. But then again, we've seen an iOS update change the way that iPhones handle RAM management, and this is also the first time we've ever done a speed test on the Nothing Phone, so there's no telling how its custom-tuned OS handles background apps either. But so far, so good. Both phones have kept everything right where we left them in the first lap, with the biggest change here in the second lap being we're taking a selfie photo instead of a selfie video, and both phones were still able to respond smoothly. But the iPhone failed to keep Excel fully open and ready to go, letting the Nothing Phone further distance itself as it keeps all of the remaining apps open, allowing it to finish the full test in 2 minutes and 50 seconds, while the iPhone comes in 6 seconds later with a time of 2 minutes and 56, making the winner, and clearly a performer, the Nothing Phone 2. Anyways, that is it for me in this video. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the very next episode.